Okay, first is the world space. So world space in Unity game engine is a coordinate system which is referred to our game world or entire scene. So if there is any game object which has any position which will be related to origin of the game scene. So if we set any zero position of that, so it that game object will move to origin of our game scene. Next is the local space. So basically it is the coordinate system which is related to a game object, a specific game object. So yeah, so if we set any parent child game object inside our game, and if we want if we change the position of child game object to 0 0, then it will be set as a position of parent game object as the origin of that. So it is totally related to that game object, parent game object. So next is the screen space. So this is the coordinate system which is related to our screen, which is totally dependent on screen and camera screen. So very helpful in our UI, in which we can use the coordinate of that screen, and inside that we can place 2D XY position of that button and other thing inside that. Next, three expensive functions. So first is the find function inside in Unity, which is very expensive, and because it finds uh, the game object in entire game scene, which will take time, and so that's why it is expensive method. So we have to avoid this inside update method because it will call for every frame in that case. So we have to make cache first in awake and start function, so that we can optimize our code. So next is our get component function, which is very expensive. So same reason, it will uh, check inside our game object and every component, which will take time to go through, and we should avoid this also inside Unity update function, so that we need to make cache in start and awake function, so we can use that there in update if that cache. And also third is add component, so which is also expensive. When we are going to add the game object there, also try to add inside that game object, and which will take time. So we can also do inside that awake and there. Also we have a string comparison, which is also expensive if we use in a loop, and there inside any repetitive process, so it will take more time. Instead of that, we can use that enum and other integer type variables, which is much more faster than string comparison.